Howdy folks, Spencer here with the latest giveaways and news for Star Trek Online on both PC and console. As always, chapters to each topic are listed below. First up, for all platforms, to celebrate the release of Strange New Worlds' third season, there's an in-game giveaway for the Strange New Worlds uniform. This uniform is only for Starfleet captains, and it does become a permanent unlock for your account if you claim it before the giveaway ends on July 29th. To claim this giveaway, simply head in-game and go to the Zen store. Then go to the Promotions tab, and you might have to scroll down a bit, but it's going to be listed as Federation Uniforms 2259. And upon claiming that, you'll see another one pop up that is the reclaim. So the first one you hit there is the one that is only available to claim during the event, and then once you have claimed that, it unlocks the reclaim that is going to remain there forever for any character you have now or that you make in the future on your account. And then to actually unlock the uniform for that character, you'll need to open up the box that was put into your inventory upon claiming the item from the Promotions tab. So just open that up and you'll see it pop up saying you have unlocked that uniform. And just a quick note here that there are some clipping issues with some of the new uniform additions here, especially for the female one. So the team is aware of it and they are looking into it. So I would imagine that'll be fixed here in the very near future. Next up, a reminder that over on the CasualSAB Discord, there are a couple of giveaways running for PC players, courtesy of Boggle. These are going to be ending on Monday, July 21st, Boggle's birthday. And the 4 giveaways are for a Tier 6 promo ship, a Tier 6 Infinity Lockbox ship, a Tier 6 Lobby ship, and a Tier 6 coupon. To enter any of these giveaways, you just have to join the CasualSAB Discord, go to the giveaways channel, and then hit the blue and red party icon below each of the giveaways that you're interested in. So if you want to enter all 4, you would do what you just saw me do there. And if you want to confirm that you've entered into the giveaway, you can hit them again, and you'll see some text there that says you have already entered that giveaway. And if for whatever reason you wanted to leave it, there's an option to do that as well. Again, a huge thanks to Boggle for doing these giveaways. Next up, for console players, the Heart of the Matter update is going to be dropping over there near the end of July or sometime in early August. My best guess would probably be July 29th. And in the lead up to that, there's going to be 3 giveaways just as PC had, starting the Thursday or Friday prior to the release of that update. So if my guess is correct and it is July 29th, then you'd likely see them starting up around July 25th. And it's important to note that these weren't daily giveaways, they were every other day. So each of them had a 2-day window to claim. The first giveaway would be for 5 master keys that are going to be bound to you. The second is going to be for 1 Infinity promotional R&D pack, and then the third giveaway here would be for an Ultimate Tech upgrade. Now, they announced that it was just 1, but in reality on PC we ended up getting 2. I don't know if that's going to stick for console, but that's what we ended up getting on PC. Again, these giveaways are not live right now on console, but they are something to keep an eye out for as we approach the end of July. The first of the giveaways was live a day before the announcement for it even dropped, so it's possible that may happen again over there, though they have since gone a bit better about their announcements, and the following announcements for that specific giveaway were all done in time. So they might have gotten their communication issues resolved there, but again, just keep an eye out to be safe. And the final giveaway here is for PC players over on the Epic Games Store, where you can claim the Platinum Edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 6 for free anytime between now and July 24th at 10 a.m. Central Time. Civilization 6 is a game that I've sunk a ton of time into. As with any Civilization game, it has enormous replayability, and that is further expanded upon here, with this being the Platinum version of the game that includes 6 of the DLC packs and 2 of the expansions. Ever since I started playing PC games, the Civilization franchise has been one of my favorites, so if you've never tried out a Civilization game, then this is your opportunity to pick up one of the best ones completely for free. And I was wrong, there's actually one more set of giveaways. These are over on Twitch's Prime Gaming section, which does require you have an Amazon Prime membership. They have a ton of free games over there that you can claim right now, with codes for the Amazon Games app, the Epic Games Store, and GOG. They have titles here like Besiege, Endless Space 2, Marvel's Midnight Suns. They have some Star Wars games, some of the Saints Row franchise, some Tomb Raider. They've got a bunch of things there, and they're all free to claim right now if you have that Prime membership. Now, these are all for PC, but honestly, if you're a console player, you should be taking advantage of these free PC game giveaways as well. You don't know what the future holds. Perhaps in a few years you'll decide to get a gaming PC, and if you rack up all these free games in the meantime, if you do eventually go down that route, you're going to have a huge library of games awaiting you. But that's it for the giveaways. Links to everything are down below. Now let's head back over to the STO news. And for those of us on PC, we have a double experience event starting on July 18th at 8 AM Pacific, so a couple hours after this video goes live, and that'll be running until July 22nd at noon Pacific time. So if you're looking to level up characters, this weekend is going to be a great time to do so. And heading over to the console patch notes for July 17th, they fixed an issue that was allowing science destroyers to utilize the prototype phaser hexacan's experimental weapon while in science mode. There's a few different experimental weapons that work in science mode still as far as I know, so they might be starting to crack down on those. Then the second thing here is for the Starship Trait Scientific Bulwark, which I believe is from the Marion Command Science Dreadnought. And the issue was that the stacks were not refreshing the pre-existing durations of the stacks, so each application will now correctly refresh the duration of existing stacks, as well as adding one stack up to 5 max, so good fix there. And then console has some of the changes we just saw with the patch this week on PC, so the legendary Sovereign now has a turn rate of 8, as stated in the various packs, so it just did not have the correct value before, I assume. The M'Challa Bird of Prey refit now has one additional science console slot, and the Deimos Pilot Raider Tier 6 Admiralty card is now the correct rarity. But that's not all. There are reports popping up that the console patch had a bit more going on than just what was listed in the patch notes. The only thing I've seen so far is that the stats window has been updated to now provide a full list of your stats, similar to what we have on PC. That is a great update to give console players a better idea of what is actually going on with their builds, but as time goes on, I do imagine we're going to hear about more stealth changes that people have discovered over there. That was a 15 gig patch, and I know the way that the game patches over on console is completely different than PC. Like when one file gets changed, they have to basically go in and just re-download the entire, folder that it's in essentially. But 15 gigs for what is listed here, there definitely is some other stuff going on. And to close things out, I have some physical ship model updates. First is for Fanhome, whom have just announced that they're likely to expand their Star Trek ship line beyond 20 ships. There's no word yet on what the new ships are going to be, but the initial indication is that they're going to add an additional 12 ships, with 3 of those being XL models. Next up, over at Real Merch, their up to 85% off summer sale is still live, and they continue to add in some interesting ships. The most recent addition is the Yosemite Shuttle from Star Trek Lower Decks. This is a limited edition version that comes with a signed plaque by Lower Decks showrunner Mike McMahon. Links below for those interested, and if you've never ordered from Real Merch before, you can take an additional 5% off at checkout by using code CasualSAB. And lastly, over at Master Replicas, they have some ships popping up from different franchises. So for Foundation fans, they have the Imperial Jump Ship, and they have a contest going on as well there, where one lucky buyer is going to receive a gold version of the ship and will win the Arctic suit that was worn in the show. And for Dune fans, they have the Harkonnen Ornithopter. This is definitely a bit pricier, but this one is just under 2 feet wide, and it measures 10.5 inches from nose to stern. So that is a really large model. If you're a big fan of Dune, then I'll have both of these linked down below. But the pricing there, that is certainly a bit high. But that's all I have for you guys today. So as always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. But until next time, I will see you all around.